Hey guys, so today I thought I'd do something a little bit different other than just me being in the screen and talking at you guys about everything that I talk about. So instead today I thought that I would have a little bit of an interview with Virginia here. Now, most of you would know Virginia as our admin superstar and also Cliff's wife, but what you may not know as well is that she's a bit of a superstar out here on the gym floor as well. So Ginny has been training with us with me, should I say, for the last 18 months or so. And just like you guys, she's gone through plenty of challenges. She's had quite a few hiccups in her training. And so I just wanted to have a bit of a chat with her today, just so that you guys can, I guess, relate to, you know, someone else out on the gym floor who's been through similar things and has similar challenges to you. So Ginny, why don't you tell us a little bit about your fitness journey from where you started to where you are now?
That I can do. It probably really started after I had the twins back 10 years ago. Before that, I'd never been in a gym before. I was always a sporty kid, always did sports at school, or was always active, growing up on a farm and stuff, chucking rocks, you know, that kind of thing. But as opposed to doing a workout or going to the gym or going for a run, that just wasn't me. I couldn't do it to save myself. It was just something I wasn't interested in. And then I met Cliff, and because he was in the army, it was something that they always did, you know, going to the gym, going for a run. And he really enjoyed it, and he was always trying to drag me along. Yeah, no, you can go, off you go. So yeah, he's been trying for as long as I can remember, as long as I've known him, to get into the gym and start doing stuff. So after the twins were born, when he officially entered the fitness industry, which was about the same time, I went to the gym and did my first Les Mills class. I did enjoy it. It was good to get something different, but at the same time I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to do it for myself. I thought it was an interruption to my day. It was a pain in the ass to get the kids in the car, get them to the gym, get them upstairs to childminding, and to get myself into class on time.
And really you were doing it because he wanted you to.
Because he wanted me to, and because he'd been hounding me for the last 5 years to go to the gym and do something, and I just didn't want to do it all. So I started going a couple of times a week, doing classes, but I wasn't seeing anything happen at all, and it was really disheartening because I was expecting to see change from not doing anything at all to finally doing something, but nothing was changing. Through the classes, and that was mostly a lot of cardio work, no weights, really training, really, you can't really call it pump class, weights class. Yes. So I just all cardio, and nothing was happening, and so, you know, you fall off the wagon, you use the kids, especially because I have the twins, as an excuse of twins, no, the kids are sick today, I'm not going anywhere, I might just take them for a walk with the dog, if you're lucky. And it really took me a long time to get into the habit of it, and just to do it for me. So, and that went on the whole time. Like we've had
for years.
Years. The kids are 10. The twins are 10 now, and I've only been training consistently for the last 18 months. So after I had Alexis. Yeah.
So what changed in the last 18 months for you? Like you obviously completely changed the way that you were training, and you also changed your attitude towards coming to the gym and working out as well. So what are you doing differently now than what you were back then? If
I was to be honest, even after I had Alexis, when I first started training back at the gym, I was training with Cliff, he was my trainer, and I still wasn't really there because I wanted to be there. It was more just to shut him up. But then we started doing different stuff. He'd shifted from his bodybuilding phase into he discovered powerlifting and doing a lot more weight-based training, and I started to enjoy that a bit more. So I thought, I'll give it a good crack this time, because I liked what I was doing. I made it part of my day. At the same time, so I was doing it for me, because I was only working maybe 2 days a week at my old job, and because I was still sort of on maternity leave, not really. I had nothing else to do really, so I thought, oh, may as well use the morning. That's her nap time anyway, so Alexis will be asleep. I'll go in, do my workout, and then the rest of the day is ours. Yeah, and then I just started enjoying doing something different, and not the classes. I think I never went back to do another class again. This was more fun doing the weights training and just understanding and realising how strong I really was.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So your focus really changed from looking at everything from a weight loss perspective and losing weight to more coming in and what can I achieve today and what can I lift today instead.
Oh yeah. Now that you put it that way.
Yeah.
Like
and that's where you got the most results as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing the weights. Like for me, it's never been really about the weight loss because I've never considered myself, even when I was pregnant or even after pregnancy, to be overly overweight or heavy. I don't even have a set of scales at home. I've only had them at home for the last 18 months to track my fitness app, my fitness pal. That's the only time I've had the scales. I've never weighed. As long as my clothes fit, then I was happy. When they started to get a little bit too big, that's when I would check myself and try and maybe lose that little bit. But for me, it's always been about how strong can I be?
Yeah.
What can I do today? I want to lift that.
Yeah.
What's she doing? I want to do that. So, and
Yeah.
I think moving away from training on the machines in the box gym and lifting the weights. Yeah, you've got the weights on the machines, but it's not the same.
No, not at all.
The machine takes a lot of the weight for you, so it's just like pushing bricks up a hill, but it's just not the same as doing it yourself.
No.
So, yeah.
No. And I think for you, like I've noticed in the 18 months that I've trained you, is that it is that total shift in focus. You're not coming in here thinking about whether you want to lose weight or that you want to get fitter and thinking about your, getting really bogged down with your goals. You come in here with a sole purpose and focus of, well, what can I do today? So it makes it more. Yeah, it makes it a whole lot more enjoyable rather than always just being so focused on where you want to end up.
Where I want to end up, yeah.
So
and I think too, it has helped a little bit having that understanding and that back thing, having Cliff at home and him always talking about it and always talking about, you've got to build your muscle mass before you can go ahead and do anything. You're not going to overly bulk up. You're not going to turn into the Incredible Hulk just by lifting 50 kilos.
Yeah.
You've got to, and having that at home and understanding already that you need to lose the extra fat and build the lean muscle before you start bulking up, and then there's different styles of training. If that's what you want to do, it's completely different style of training to what we do here. That's not what we do. We do building that lean muscle mass to get you through your day, to help you run that little bit faster. Like when I started, I couldn't run to save myself. I mean, I still hate cardio now, don't get me wrong. I still hate cardio, but it is a lot easier now because my legs are so much stronger. I didn't have the strength in my legs to carry me from here to there. But we did our beach session on Saturday and I absolutely smashed it. I could not believe how easy it was to run on the sand.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've got that strength in my legs.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look at the, going back to that bulking up scenario, you look at Ginny, who you're sitting on about 59 kilos.
Now? Body weight?
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
about 59 kilos. And she's currently now doing a 90 kilo deadlift and today 112 kilos on a glute bridge. So, and as you can see, she's not huge.
Not big.
So she's got the guns, but but she hasn't turned into the Incredible Hulk. So if we change the focus a little bit now, what's been your biggest challenge so far in your training? Which most recently getting sick,
but before that, getting the consistency, making it a part of my day, stopping with the bullshit excuses.
Yes.
Like, the kids have got this, the kids have got that. I'm still here. I drop the kids off. We do breakfast, school, daycare, and I'm still here by 9 o'clock on my training days to do my sessions because it's part of my day. I can't train in the afternoon. I don't know. By the time the afternoon comes, pick the kids up from school. That's a whole other set of a workout. That one. So I need to do it first thing in the morning, earliest I can. That way it's done. Yep. And then I've got no excuses. It can't come to the end of the day. Oh, I can't go to the gym today. I've got to go and do this and I've got to go and do that. It is blocked out. No, I can't. I can't go to the doctors at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday. I have to go to the gym. But
exactly.
And so it's a part of my day. It's not an option.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So being consistent, getting that consistency in the last couple of years has really helped. And then because it's a habit then, and it's just part of your day.
Exactly.
The next one was getting sick.
Getting sick.
Getting sick and listening to your body when it's telling you to stop.
That's a big one.
When you've had enough and you need to slow down.
Yeah.
So I was doing really well with my training. Then it got
heading
to
towards a comp.
Decided I want to do a powerlifting comp. We were doing really well, and then at the end of the January fitness test, we only did the run and a light bridge. I couldn't even hold my bridge for 2 minutes. And that was saying something. And I should have clicked on then that what the hell? That is holding a bridge for 2 minutes is easy for me, and I couldn't do it. And I was just wrecked for the rest of the day. So this is during my fitness test in the morning, wrecked for the rest of the day. And then I was shattered for the rest of the week after that one. And then it's sort of
Then you're lifting goal.
Then the next day I couldn't lift. My legs just gave way under me. And I'm just thinking, what the hell's wrong with me? Why can't I do it? What's going on? And Maz goes, maybe you need to go to the doctor and have a look. Because, we'd had so much going on over Christmas. We moved house, so we had to pack, move, unpack, clean. The kids were doing my head in, and there was a few bugs and stuff going around, so I didn't know if it was something wrong with me or if I was just tired and overwhelmed from everything. But at the same time, I didn't stop. I would still come to training every time, do what I had to do, and still not reap the full benefits of the training because my body wasn't responding as it should have been. So.
And she was purposely ignoring all the signs that were
there
that were showing her.
And I just kept going until I fell over, basically.
Yeah.
So I went to the doctor, and my iron levels had been really low. And if I sat down there and I looked back, and it was probably about 3 months that I had struggled through my training, struggled through everything. My hemoglobin levels had gotten down to less than half of what they should have been, and I just. Because to me, I felt normal, which probably says a bit more about.
Yes.
It felt normal for me to keep going, being so tired. So maybe I've had this problem for a lot longer than what I've realised. Never actually gotten it dealt with, because no, I can't stop. We've got to look after the kids. Got to get to the gym. Got to make sure Cliff does what he has to do.
Yeah. Putting yourself last, essentially.
Putting myself last.
Yeah. So now that you've got all that sorted and you're back into training, how was it? How did you go getting back into training again after having weeks and weeks off?
It was so hard. Not getting here. Getting here was easy.
Yeah. But the training itself.
The training itself. Turning up for my training was easy. That was the easy bit. Getting to do my session, it was really hard for me to pull back and hold back and not push myself too hard that I would fall over again. So I would feel really good during my session, but then for the first couple of weeks I felt really good during my session, and I thought, oh yeah, beaut. But then afterwards it was taking me a lot longer to recover than what I wanted it to, or what I was used to. So, and then I said to you, oh, what do I do? Do I push myself really hard here and fall over for recovery, or do I just, I'm in two minds. How do I move forward without falling back again? So that was a bit of a struggle to know that I had to hold back, knowing that what I was capable of, but having to hold back.
And being a little bit worried as well.
Being worried
of the fallout of
what
feeling like crap afterwards.
Yeah, and that's it's been drunk for 3 days. It was awful.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it really didn't take you long at all.
No, because I listened.
Exactly.
I listened to my coach, and I listened to my body.
Exactly.
And I just took it easy, step by step. Yep, okay. And instead of if I was training properly like I am again now, instead of going for a 5 kilo increase each time, we were just doing 1.5, maybe half a kilo. So just seeing how I would recover, but at the same time, you don't want to hold back and be scared that, oh no, if I do that extra little bit, this is what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen unless you try.
Exactly.
So I still need to keep pushing myself forward a little bit more, just not big steps, baby steps.
Exactly.
Not big steps. So not being scared of the outcome, I guess. Just not knowing is okay, but being scared, you don't want to be scared. Not knowing is okay.
Yeah. Yes, because that can mess with your head as well.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things for Ginny with her mindset, and this is one of the biggest hurdles that she's had to overcome, and it really came out during when she was sick, and also in the recovery process, getting back into it, is that she is incredibly self-critical.
Very.
And what she really had to overcome during her illness and afterwards as well was to get rid of that hurdle. Because she wasn't listening to her body. All she was looking at were the numbers on the paper and the reps and sets, and not being able to do them. And that as well, she had to retrain her brain and change her internal conversation to stop that from going on, because essentially that was one of the biggest things that was holding her back.
Yep, and understanding and knowing that it's okay to have a bad day. Like, I could have done it last week. It doesn't mean that I can necessarily be able to back it up again this week. If I'm feeling good, then by all means I can go ahead and do it. But to understand and know that my body's feeling a bit today, I'm not gonna. It's okay for me not to be able to do that, or go as hard as I did the week before. Like, even just in the last 2 weeks. 1 week I did a really awesome set of pyramid squats at a really good weight, but then the week after it took me the entire session just to do the same thing again, and with the same weights. So and it's okay, but for me too, if I lose my form, I hate that. If you're gonna do it, gotta do it right. There's no point doing it at all. Which is something I say to the kids all the time. But as long as you do it to the best you can for that day, you give it 100% in that session. There's nothing else you can do. You've still given your body and that day the best workout you could have.
Exactly. And as they say, it doesn't matter what your 100% looks like, as long as it is 100%
on that day.
On that day. So, and that was one of the biggest things for Ginny, was to let go of that, and that it's okay to do what you did, as long as that was your 100% for that day.
You're not holding back, you're still giving it your all for that session. So that was a really big one for me. And just I know if I do a couple of things where I feel like I've lost my form, that just does my head in straight away. I need to step back for a good 5 minutes
and then refocus
and
come
go,
back again.
No, that's okay. I can just stop, because there's no point pushing yourself through it if the technique's not there, because you're going to end up hurting yourself.
Exactly.
So you need to be able to stop, calm down, refocus, and then step back. And if it's still not working, then just stop. Don't keep going, and understand that that's okay. For today, that's okay.
Exactly. And that's one of the biggest things as well, is when you come in here, it's not just about going through the motions and doing the work. It's being able to assess yourself constantly. It's about pulling focus when you start to lose it. It's not about jumping under the bar and keeping on going if your head is telling you to do something completely different. It's okay to stop, take a breath, and start again. So it is a big process, and you can hear from everything that Ginny has said today that as I say, it's more than coming in and just doing the work and leaving again and expecting results. There's always going to be a story behind absolutely everything and absolutely every single person that comes in here, and it's just working your way through your shit, basically, to get where you need to go. So, Ginny, finally, do you have any advice or suggestions for everyone out there who is struggling with kids and businesses and all that kind of stuff, and how you've managed to juggle all of that and still come in here and still get absolutely amazing results?
I'm a routine Nazi.
And no excuses.
And no excuses,
Yeah.
that's right. Having a good routine at home,
Yes.
knowing where you have to be, when you have to be, and just doing those little bits to set you up. Like I make school lunches at night. The night before we'll have dinner, clean up after dinner, school lunches are made at night, so that in the morning there isn't that mad rush to get everybody ready. All I need to make sure is that the kids have breakfast and
Yep.
get dressed and we're out the door. And having that routine, yep, this is when we have to leave home, and that will give me enough time to make sure that I am here
Yep.
to do what I need to do, and that when I am here, it's just about what's going on
Yep.
here.
She's in here.
I'm in here.
Her
Like,
head's not, her body's not in here and her head's not out there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the biggest
and
thing.
That's the biggest thing. I sometimes use this as an escape to get away from what's going on, even in the office. Just to come in here and to push myself and get the best out of what I think I can achieve that day. And sometimes Maz sneaking chucks a little bit more weight on the bar for me. But yeah, it's really being organised and sometimes
Yeah.
just challenging yourself that extra little bit, and keep yourself motivated and just say, look, I haven't done that before. Give it a go.
Yeah.
You'll surprise yourself. You really will.
Exactly. And remember, guys, as well, don't do it for anyone else. Do it for you. And that's one of the biggest things that Ginny had to learn
Yeah.
over the 18 months that I've been training her, is to 100% do it for herself and for her own reasons. So,
That's right.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much, Ginny, for your time and insight into your challenges and your training. And we'll see all of you guys in the gym.
In the gym.
Yeah. See ya.
You better be here.